Hey YouTube, this is Scandalous D with another Scandal review. Today is October 31st. It is 4:56 p.m. and let's get into this review. So sorry about last week and a few weeks ago I didn't review Scandal, but been busy with schoolwork, you know how it is. But let's get into this review, this recap. I want to talk to you about season 3, episode 3. Mrs. Smith goes to Washington. So Olivia is trying to help this client out. She comes by with some money and she goes, I got a meeting at the Capitol. And Olivia goes to the Capitol and she finds out that this woman has a bomb strapped to her. She's threatening to blow everybody up unless her son's files gets reopened. Come to find out her son was accused of being a terrorist and was killed, but she believes that he was innocent. So all through the episode, they're just trying to bargain with the FBI and the government and everybody so that, her son's case can be reopened. And make a long story short, they actually did he actually was innocent and they killed him because they didn't know he wasn't a terrorist because he was dressing up like one of them, I guess, to infiltrate the terrorist groups, and they didn't know that, so they killed him. But anyway, so the president tells her that you cannot tell her this because 57 people who will be tortured or killed or whatever it is. And she just goes, no, no. And next thing you know, she basically has to lie to her and tell her, I'm so sorry, your son was a terrorist. And she just goes, no, it's not true. The bomb squad people come in or whatever, they get Olivia out, and after Olivia and everybody gets out, she goes in there, blows herself up, kills herself. And Olivia's just sick, like, oh my God, this woman's killed herself over a lie. This was very emotional episode because it just shows how how wrong the government is and how they just do stuff, how they really mess up sometimes when they, kill innocent people, and how now she can't even know the truth. I think they should at least gave her something, or at least tell her the truth. They didn't have to, let her believe this lie because now she's dead because of it. And Olivia is just, really feeling the emotions. And another thing I want to talk to you about was Huck. He found out about Olivia's father being command. He went after him. And Olivia's father is so smooth. He already knew Huck was behind. He knew it the whole time. He ends up telling Huck, oh, I got a little gift for you. So Huck has a gun on him. He says, I left a little something for you. He goes inside and Huck kills this guy and makes it look like a suicide. And Huck and Olivia have this emotional thing, but I want to talk to you about when Quinn was looking at Olivia. She was talking to her. She was just like, I'm so sorry, Olivia. Huck, he went and did all this research about your father. I think he knows who your father is. I think he knows. And I'm thinking, you didn't say anything about your part. I like Quinn and everything, but she really was working on my nerves because she won't fess up and tell the truth about how she went and dug into Olivia's files and emails and how she was the one who actually planted the seed and told Huck that Olivia's father was command, and she's just acting like, he figured that out on his own. And I can't wait till the truth comes out, but in the end, we do see that Huck and Olivia are back as good friends, and he's emotional because he can't break loose. He wanted to kill command, and he couldn't do it. He ended up killing somebody else, and it's really emotional. He just goes, he's still controlling me. I can't, he's still controlling me. He's still controlling me. And then they have this hug moment. She's just like, did you kill my father? He was like, no, I didn't kill him, and I'm not going to kill you. And they just end up, being real good friends again. Then the next episode's called Say Hello to My Little Friend, and it was pretty uneventful for Scandal. I'm not going to say it was boring, but it was a little uneventful. I liked it, but you know, for Scandal, it was a little slow, just a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh, that guy who Huck killed, made it look like a suicide, was this big. Who was he? The one who they were burying, who the president went to his funeral. I think that was the guy. Come to find out, he was the pilot, or who was the pilot? I think Fitz was the pilot, or he was the pilot who flew this plane that crashed or whatever. But I believe that's the plane that Olivia's mother was actually killed on, and I think that has something to do with the president, and that the president has something to do with the plane crashing, and that's the number one reason why Papa Pope doesn't want Fitz to be with Olivia. Jake finally takes a, bath and shaves and all that, looking like he used to. But he, wants to come up to Huck and says, let's kill Command. Let's try to, deal with what happened to us together. And, Huck just basically tells him no. Huck goes back to his AA meetings where he, talks about how he killed somebody or how he took a drink, and Quinn is listening or whatever. And then her and Huck have this disagreement where he's just like, stop asking me all these questions. You don't want to know. You don't want to be my friend. You just want to know how it feels to kill somebody. You just want to be another Huck. You just want to be a mini me. You don't care about me. You need to stop asking me all these questions because you don't want the answer. You don't want to find out. You don't want to get on my bad side. And I do understand where she's coming from, but I don't know. Queen is just weighing on my nerves because she keeps trying to be this Huck or be this gladiator, but she's going about it the wrong way. If you're going to follow Huck, don't let him know you're following him. And stop. If you're going to ask him questions, you got to ask in a way where he won't even feel like you're being too nosy. But, she's just she's still naive. But that's what happened with that. Oh, another thing I want to talk to you about, and this was really just the last thing I want to talk to you about. Jake and Olivia were talking or whatever, and they started making out, and he starts kissing her, and I mean, he was going toe to toe. He was smacking on her lips. I was like, dang, oh my God. But the phone rings, and it's Fitz. And she's talking to him, and Jake is in the back. He goes, more wine, real loud. He did it so that Fitz will hear. And Fitz gets mad and wants to go, well, I see that you have company. I'll call you back. She goes, we could talk. He goes, no. And then he goes to go meet Papa Pope, and they have this standoff. We have to figure out their past or whatever. The client this week was pretty... I don't want to say boring, but it was not that interesting. I kind of figured the wife did it. She seemed like another Millie, but she was accused, or the guy was accused of killing his mistress, and I'm gonna find out it was his wife. Well, he got cleared on all charges. Olivia figured out it was the wife. She walks off and goes, yeah, it was me, and what? And that was Scandal. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at OsMidnight11. And that's OS_midnight_LUV. Follow me on Instagram at DrinkMeUp21, and I'll see you next week.